So this is the second video. Adding tenths and hundredths kind of takes the previous day's lesson, just takes it one step further and adds the hundredths into it. Again, we have our objective and the reminder about the pentagon problems to go through them. Decimal place value chart, just to remind them that the hundredths place comes after the tenths place, and both the decimal places come after or to the right of the decimal point, which is one they sometimes forget. Vertical addition, again, starts out very simple and easy. No problem, we can add these up. They have to remember to bring down the decimal point, and other than that, it stays the same. So two problems that we modeled for them. One, they'd be asked to solve on their own. Actually, has dollar signs, which is kind of the best application of adding tenths and hundredths because they're used to adding money. They don't realize they've actually been adding tenths and hundredths because they've never really seen them as decimals. They think of them more as cents. So it's good to use that. They can practice that on their own. Next, we go to setting up the horizontal addition problems. This one, this is actually movable, so you can kind of show the different ways to set it up, and you have to get them so that they make sure that they line up the decimal. Sometimes we even draw the dotted line down through it to show that the decimal is lined up, and they go from there. So those two will be modeled for them. This one's just a little bit different. Rather than just giving them the numbers, the die is spun to get whatever number it gets, and that's the one you write in a line. You go from there, and you would make the numbers. And you still have to set them up in vertical form and add them, which is kind of a fun little variation for them to do. Placeholder zeros become important. Again, they'd model these ones. You'd write them in vertical form first, solve them, go from there. These ones are already in vertical form, but they have to get used to adding what we call the invisible zero, which they like doing. They like drawing like dotted like lines like that. You add them up. This one they would do on their own in their notebook since it's surrounded by the pentagon. Then they practice problems. Again, you'll see two of them have the dollar signs, because as I said, that was good practice for them. And two challenge problems. If they can get these four, we're in good shape. The challenge problems just take it a little step further. They should still be able to get them, but if they don't get those as much, don't have to worry about it too bad. Then the following morning there will be the responder quiz, as there is each day, to kind of assess who picked up the concept, who learned it, and who needs a little bit more practice.